Have you ever pondered why diamonds are more expensive than water? Welcome to the intriguing world of supply and demand, the economic principle that governs the price of virtually everything we buy and sell. Supply and demand are two fundamental concepts in economics. They're like the yin and yang, the push and pull, the balancing forces that drive our markets. They determine the price of the goods and services we consume daily. But how exactly do they work? Imagine you're a baker. The more pastries you bake, the more you can supply. This is the supply side of the equation. It's all about how much of a product or service is available. If you can bake 20 pastries an hour, your supply is 20 pastries an hour. Simple, right? Now let's consider demand. Demand is about how much of a product or service people want. If 20 people each want one of your pastries every hour, the demand is 20 pastries an hour. But what happens if more people want your pastries, or fewer pastries are available? This is where the magic happens. If demand exceeds supply, the price tends to go up. This is because people are willing to pay more to get what they want. Conversely, if supply exceeds demand, the price tends to go down. Why? Because with more goods available than people want, you might need to lower your prices to entice buyers. The beauty of supply and demand is that they're always in flux, always seeking equilibrium. They're affected by a plethora of factors, from changes in technology and tastes to shifts in population and income. It's a constant dance, a never-ending balancing act. But like any principle, supply and demand have their drawbacks. They assume that consumers have perfect information and can make rational decisions, which isn't always the case. They also don't account for externalities, effects of a transaction that impact third parties. To sum up, supply and demand are fundamental economic principles that determine the price of goods and services. They are influenced by a multitude of factors and constantly seek balance. However, they also have their limitations, such as assuming rational behavior and not accounting for external effects. So the next time you're wondering why diamonds cost more than water, remember the forces of supply and demand. It's not about the inherent value of the item, but the interplay of how much is available and how much people want it. In the grand scheme of things, understanding supply and demand can help us make sense of why things cost what they do and how our decisions as consumers or suppliers can affect the market. It's a fascinating dance of balance, a testament to the dynamic nature of our economies. So keep this in mind the next time you take a bite of that delicious pastry or admire the sparkle of a diamond.